What's up guys, my name's Delio, and in today's video, we have the Black Ops 6 Round-Based Zombies Terminus reveal trailer. We're gonna be checking this out, and I'm excited to see how things go. Alright. Okay, so this seems like part of the story trailer that just released a couple days ago. And there's salvage right there, and that's a classic looking, it's the trap box. Interesting. Was that cannon? Was that Exo Zombies? Is that DJ Oz? Okay, so this low-key kind of looks like the transit power station, but kind of said the same thing about D Machine. Okay, and that's the Mangler cannon. That's the Mangler cannon. There were some leaks about that. Okay. That seems pretty cool. Apparently it's a score streak. I don't know. There's the Pack-a-Punch. Those parasites. Monkey Bomb. There's Gobblegum. They flick it. Just like Black Ops 3. Wow. There's the Wonder Weapon. There's the Macchiato perk. I don't remember what the name is. Is that another Wonder Weapon? There's the Exfil. Yep. And yep. There's a spider boss, and that low-key, that low-key looks like the 9 boss. Yo, Ether Worm! Oh my gosh! What? Was that the jet gun? Bro, it's literally the jet gun from Transit, like 1-to-1. What? Okay, so I guess Liberty Falls is literally just a Transit remake. That's wild, bro. That's insane. Okay, that's very interesting. I'm genuinely curious how that's gonna go. And this is a nice touch. They use the classic round change music again. So Liberty Falls gameplay is going to be seen at Call of Duty Next, August 28th. So yeah, let's do a little deep dive into what we see here. So we kind of get an overhead shot of the map itself. There's that cannon down there in the corner. Don't really see any box light anywhere, but this is part of the early cutscene trailer that released a few days ago. And I'm guessing this is part of gameplay. I can already tell, at least from this shot, that loadouts are gonna be in the game, so if anyone who's been asking for the removal, or at the very least a classic mode, that is yet to be seen. They're either gonna reveal that during the actual zombies reveal, where they go in deep in depth and everything, or that just isn't in the game. And I know a lot of people just say you can just spawn it with an M1911, but I'm seriously telling you guys, it's not the same thing. It's just not. I've said it so many times. If you want to check out a video where I basically compare the two, check out this video in the cards where I literally go in depth and compare the two, damage-wise, ammo-wise, Pack-a-Punch-wise, all that stuff, and I just explain everything. I don't think it's the same thing. I objectively don't think it's the same thing, and I think people need to stop saying that. Regardless, let's continue on. Okay, so I don't know what that machine right there is. That looks kind of interesting. Okay, there's a walleye back there. That appears to be the USP, and it's a uncommon rarity. Okay, right there, that's the Rampage Inducer we saw in the initial teaser trailer. So that's there. Got the Aether arrows right there. We got an in-game shot of the Gobblegum machine right there. Only shooting a bunch of zombies. Got some Omni movement. I think that's pretty cool. It looks like a zombie dropped a stim shot right there. Let's go frame by frame to see if I can spot that salvage. So I'm pretty sure there's some salvage here. There's the common salvage right there. Pulling out of a zombie. Not surprising at all. Let's look at this though. Oh, I just skipped back way too far. Okay, so right there, at that door, we have a classic zombies-esque trap with that box with the green light as well. And there's an ammo box. So if you're wondering if ammo boxes are returning, there's an ammo box. I told you guys, this is Cold War 2. It's just not surprising anymore. I don't understand why they don't do like an ammo-matic thing. So it's at the very least a little bit more interesting than an ammo box, but hey, that's just me. And then you have some like weird Margwa Apothicon-esque trap. And then we have the cannon right there in the back. We got this power station. If we look around here, I wonder if we're going to be able to interact with these things. Maybe the power switch or something is around here as well. We have those containers with zombies inside them that kind of remind me of Zetsubo and that one Exo Zombies map with DJ Oz in them. Got the new heavy zombies right there. Got some hazmat suit zombies and the Mangler score streak, which if they're going to implement score streaks in the zombies, I think the best way to implement them is to zombify them and make them unique. And I think this is a cool idea. Definitely the best way to implement a feature like this. So you get the cannon, but you also get their sprint, so you can stomp over zombies as well. That seems crazy overpowered, not gonna lie, but it's cool. It's very zombies-esque, and I appreciate that. Then we got the Pack-a-Punch machine. It's just like Cold War, except it has a kind of a green glow on it. That's gonna be kind of intriguing. Maybe they changed up the way Pack-a-Punch works in this game. I have no idea. But then we have parasites. Do they not look exactly like shadows? They may be a little bit different, but you can tell what they are. They're parasites from Shadows of Evil. That's wild. We have a boat. You can use a boat, and this might be one of the new Pack-a-Punch abilities. You shoot a zombie and it turns into a black hole, like a Gersh device-esque thing. That seems interesting. And zombies also spawn out of those. That's interesting. Got a monkey bomb. Not surprising to see. Gobblegum machine. It looks exactly like Black Ops 3. Literally identical. It's the same animation, it seems like, just with your left hand. That seems pretty cool. Got that new wonder weapon. Kind of shoots out a ray. Kind of explodes zombies. I'm not really sure. That's the new perk. It's an interesting design. Has gloves, and there's also two guys fighting up there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you can, like, essentially do the origins, like Thunder Fists. Okay, it's pretty cool. And there's the chopper gunner, of course. More get out of jail free cards. Big shock. Gosh, Treyarch, you just don't learn. And you have this sort of sidearm wonder weapon, unless that's another score streak. I'm not really sure. And then X-filling, and then we have that Arachnin like vermin that explodes from the undead. Yes, it did. Yo, it's Zetsubo too. Oh, and it's 9 2.0, bro. And then we have the MWZ-esque worm boss, and I imagine that's gonna be the final boss. Okay, so then you get some rewards for MWZ, so you get Reflect 115 camo. It's pretty cool. That kind of looks like Weaponized 115. I like that. Kind of funny how they're bringing back 115. That's interesting. Maybe it's not gone. Maybe we've been lied to. The truth lies, bro. Maybe we have. I just can't believe it. The freaking jet gun's back. Like, alright, so Project Janus is right there. That's interesting. Got some little weird things on the ground connected to things. I think those are generators. Ammo box right there. There's some, like, rover right there. I'm not entirely sure. It's literally the jet gun. It's so crazy. Okay, then we have some ether portal teleporting us into like a dark ether area with the Pack-a-Punch upside down. Okay, and there's that, and that's the whole trailer. Alright, so as I was about to end this video, there was a ton of other stuff dropped. We got a full intel barrage, as they call it, about Black Ops 6 so far. So let's actually read all this stuff here. This should be pretty interesting. Extensive comms direct from the Treyarch Zombies team includes an expansive gameplay overview, a detailed look of our pre-game preparation options, full details on round-based gameplay, as well as a bestiary of Terminus Undead. Part 1, the prelude. Welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies, purely focused on the round-based zombies action coming to the game. Okay, so it seems like they're just focusing on round-based this year. Awesome. Thank you, Treyarch. The following Intel Barrage features extensive comms direct from the Treyarch Zombies team and includes full detailed gameplay overview and deep dive into all the pre-game preparations you can undertake, full details on what to expect when you're engaging hordes of the undead during a match, and a terrifying look at the dark bestiary of the undead currently haunting Terminus Island. Okay, so we watched the trailer. Please note, throughout this vlog, a wide variety of gameplay systems are discussed. Okay, let's see. Terminus Overview, Outpost Escape, Philippine Sea. Located in the Philippine Sea is the remote Terminus Island complex. Historical data is pre-World War II coal mining operator on the island, abandoned around 1932. 10 years later, Terminus became a forward U.S. naval base, mothballed until 1965. The CIA converted it into a top-secret outpost used for the... Is that Ernest Duffer? I'm not sure. In 1984, blank. In 1986, Project Janus took over the island, building a laboratory in the subterranean mining caves. After Peck and Maya break the Requiem crew out of the prison cells, they soon learn that the bioresearch station for Project Janus, your handlers are Peck and Strauss, and for the richest story experience, you'll have to choose your operator crew from Gregory Weaver, Elizabeth Gray, Mackenzie Mac Carver, and Maya Aguinaldo, the dedicated crew of the characters featured throughout Black Ops 6 Zombie storyline. You get the option to choose your operators or the set crew. That's a great feature. just like World War II. Get ready to play this round-based zombies map at the launch of Black Ops 6 on October 25th, along with Liberty Falls map. Liberty Falls overview, Almastell, West Virginia. Footage from the incursion is once quaint, now overrun West Virginian town that gives you first glimpse at the second launch map, seemingly the epicenter of the Dark Ether outbreak. Chaos is crawling through Liberty Falls, with much of the local population now succumbing to the results of the second simultaneous dimensional breach. I'll cover more about Liberty Falls at Call of Duty Next on August 28th. Part 2, The Essence of Zombies. Gameplay overview. Okay, so this is the big thing here. Hopefully they nail it. I don't know how to feel. An introduction to round-based gameplay. Black Ops 6 Zombies is purely focused on creating the finest, most rewarding round-based experience Treyarch has ever made. Many of the gameplay systems you'll be reading about will be familiar to veteran Zombies players, while others are designed to grow the Zombies community and allow newer players to explore more of the main quest more easily. Okay, let's see what they say here. At its most basic level, one of the first Black Ops 6 round-based Zombies maps involve you and optionally up to 3 additional teammates exploring and eventually breaking out of the maximum security prison complex called Terminus Island, with waves or rounds of undead foes to dispatch as you discover and complete objectives. Delve a little deeper and realize your chances of survival are greatly enhanced by adept avoidance of the crowds of wandering corpses as you line up your killing blows, and just as importantly by managing the main currencies of the game, Essence and Salvage. Okay, so Salvage is back. Confirmed. Essence and Salvage, the currency of round-based zombies. Additional new routes through round-based zombies maps involve accessing blocked areas, either by unlocking doors or removing obstacles, and both cost Essence. As some areas have multiple routes to discover, you must weigh up the costs of unlocking these thoroughfares, while at the same time spending Essence on perks and pack-a-punch weaponry to strengthen yourself against the ever-growing undead hordes. As your knowledge grows, you'll utilize other gameplay elements to your benefit, creating powerful offensive weaponry and studying areas of the map where a good amount of maneuvering space and larger, higher round zombie hordes require rounding up and training. In Black Ops 6 Zombies, Essence takes the form of points you rapidly acquire by slaying zombies, and occasionally appears as vials of Dark Ether Essence that sometimes drop from tougher enemies. You use Essence in the following ways. To access objective-related devices, in Terminus, these are devices that power the station, to further your progress. To unlock doors, some allowing you to pay for half the to unlock doors was some allowing you to pay half the unlocking cost. Sharing the essence amount with a teammate for the first time in Black Ops. That's technically true even though that's in IW. To summon a tactical raft for aquatic expeditions. I saw that in the trailer. To purchase Perk-a-Colas from perk machines. To add specific advantages to your operator via a single machine or a Der Wonder Fizz that vends all perk cans on a particular map. Hopefully they change the way the Wonder Fizz works, because that sucks. To purchase upgrades for currently utilized weapons from the Pack-a-Punch machine, tier 1, 2, or 3. Then increase weapon potency and ammunition reserves, as well as occasionally offering unexpected effects. Okay, so it seems like they brought back some unique Pack-a-Punch abilities, so I like that. To purchase ammo from ammo caches, this should be Ammo-matic if they're going to add this in, just saying. To purchase an additional weapon with a rarity rating from a weapon wall buy. To upgrade additional armor from the armor wall buy. Okay, so armor's now a wall buy. Okay. To purchase a random weapon with rarity rating from a mystery box and more. And to start a special trial challenge. The other main factors of currency is salvage. Small piles of junk with a green outline found randomly from fallen enemies, and a quality of life improvement. Players now only need to manage one type of salvage, as opposed to collecting both normal and high-grade salvage in Black Ops Cold War. I literally said in my pre-alpha video there should only be one type of salvage to freaking manage, and they did it. I mean, they technically did it with Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken, but that's a good thing. If they're gonna keep salvage in the game, I'm glad there's only one type of salvage you have to worry about. Salvage drops are now player-specific, so you don't have to worry about teammates picking up your hard-earned salvage before you can. Great change. That should never be a thing. You use salvage in the following ways. To access an ammo mod and apply special elemental power to your current weapon via an arsenal machine. Alright, so the arsenal machine now gives you an ammo mod. It's no longer part of Pack-a-Punch. That's interesting. To upgrade your rarity of your weapon so it inflicts more damage via the arsenal machine. Rarity is also part of the arsenal machine. Not that surprising. To build specific tactical equipment via a crafting table. To build specific lethal equipment at a crafting table. And support equipment at a crafting table. Expect additional details on all these gameplay systems as you progress through this blog. Okay, so all the Cold War systems are there. but some were streamlined and changed, and it's going to be interesting to see how it works out in the main game. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, that's the thing. So every Zombies map has a main quest that you're left to do your own to solve, usually after the route of the Pack-a-Punch machine has been completed. The main quest for Terminus follows a similar pattern, and you're free to fully explore the prison area, ocean, and other islands with a tactical raft at your disposal to explore one of the largest round-based Zombies maps ever. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. You can explore with the rafts. That's crazy. One of the more thrilling aspects of round-based zombies is the complete freedom you're given to investigate a variety of odd, out-of-the-way, and seemingly innocuous parts of the map. Sometimes there's nothing to find. Sometimes an audio log, document, or strange artifact offer a clue to further discoveries. Occasionally, there's an entire hidden set of objectives is unearthed. By their very nature, Easter eggs are blank. That's interesting. And cannot be discussed. Through we can state that by veteran Zombies players should expect plenty of side quests to discover as you dig deeper into the secrets of Terminus Island. Great job, Treyarch. While Treyarch is focused on making their main quest for each Black Ops 6 map more challenging than those found in Cold War, the studio is also adding an all-new guided mode to welcome new players into the world of zombies. This mode is planned to release later in season after each map's launch to protect the sanctity of traditional Easter egg hunt, where the community puts their heads together to find and complete main quests and side quests every time a new map launches. Thank you. Thank you. This is another thing I've been asking for. Thank you. In this mode, players will receive focused guidance through the main quest with a round capped to certain stages of their quest progress. In this mode, players will receive focused guidance on the main quest with the rounds capped at certain stages of their quest progression. All side quests and other Easter eggs will be disabled to ensure experiencing the narrative is the single priority. If you've ever been curious about jumping into zombie story with both feet, this is your time. Players who complete the map's main quest will earn unique rewards themed after their respective map, with an extra reward for completing the main quest the old-fashioned way. Awesome. Players will also earn a limited time calling card for completing the main quest before the launch of the guided mode for that map. And longtime fans will be happy to know that they'll have the option to keep playing their match after completing the quest. Awesome. Exfil or expire. Okay, so we have exfils. At some point, even the most hardened, strategically focused zombies player needs to extract themselves from the relentless hordes. And once you leave Terminus, you can call upon Raptor 1 to locate the landing site while you race to secure it before you are all overwhelmed. After clearing the vicinity, you may yet live to see another match. Or you can continue to explore the island, facing tougher and tougher crowds of ghoulish entities until you succumb to the threats. Either way, your personal best is tracked and logged, so you know you've bettered yourself compared to a previous attempt. Zombie movement. With the movement being redefined in the entirety of Black Ops 6 for the first time in Zombies, players can sprint, slide, and dive in any direction, forward, sidestepping, backpedaling, seamlessly chaining combat maneuvers together. All with a full 360-degree range of motion. This is Omni movement, and the extra dexterity this brings to your maneuvers is nothing short of game-changing. As veteran players will attest to, using our dexterity is key to dodging a crowd of incoming undead in the narrow play space. Perfecting Omni movement allows a full range of action hero stunts, whether it's sprinting backward from a horde, diving sideways through a window, automatically mantling low fences or scenery. Thanks to intelligent movement, which you can now optionally set to automatic, you can expertly circle strafe your foes. If you really want to see your new moves in action, try the ability to switch from first to third person perspective and the soldier you're watching in the third person mode. For the first time in round-based zombies, check your settings to change perspectives on the fly anytime during the match. Okay, this is another big issue I've had with Cold War zombies. Heads-up display. Heads-up. Display options. The heads-up display, HUD, that appears on your screen is designed to offer deep, customizable experiences across almost all aspects of the interface. There are far too many options to discuss in this blog, however, highlights include the ability to choose from a variety of HUD layouts. Yes, that includes a legacy setting that removes the minimap and position elements the same as the HUD in Black Ops 3. Frickin' awesome. Let's go. The ability to turn off the health bar and zombie point damage numbers that appear at each successful impact. Full readability options, part of the large-scale undertaking related to accessibility settings for both vision and cognition. The ability to select custom color palette for your interface, icon, maps, as well as robust mini-map settings. The ability to turn off Pack-a-Punch weapon camos to preserve the look of your weapon customization. While the HUD is supremely customizable, it's still worth showing the default display, so you can see how and where all the useful information is displayed. Okay, so this is the default HUD. You have your gobblegums on the left, you have your field upgrade, your mini map, and then the round counter in the top left corner. This is essentially the Cold War layout, essentially. An example of the action with the default HUD. There we go. Then here is the legacy HUD. So the round counter is in the bottom left corner. The perks are on the side, and you probably even customize that even more. Got your points above your round counter, gobblegums on the right, and then your ammo, with the field upgrade being in the middle as well. Yeah, so that's a fantastic feature. I like that. And I'm glad they acknowledged that that was a big issue. So let's just skip over that part. Idle hands and saving stability. Due to a variety of important reasons, including improved visual quality and lower file sizes, an internet connection is required to play Black Ops 6 Zombies. Robust systems have been put into place to maximize the ease of matchmaking and minimize gameplay interruptions. Here are some of these mitigations. Private matchmaking. New in Black Ops 6 Zombies, players can join other friends' game no matter how far through the game, providing the host has room in-game and their party is in a joinable state. Pausing, saving, and recovery. At any point during your game, the following can occur. Pausing. You can elect to pause your solo match to take a quick break. After a finite amount of time without continuing to play, the game will automatically save the match at a point that it was paused. Load the save file to continue. That's awesome. Saving. For the first time in Zombies, you can elect to save your solo match at any time, provided you are at full health, aren't downed, dead, or actively engaged in an exfil. Load the save file to continue. Again, if enough time passes while you're AFK, the game will automatically save your game state so you won't lose your progress. Recovery. On the rare occasion the game servers your interest or a combination of the two conspire to prevent you from continuing enjoyment of the game, and you disconnect. Apparently you can recover. Solo players, load up your saves to the point in time you disconnected and continue from that point. If you're disconnected from the squad match, but the host is still active, you can rejoin and continue the match after a small period of time spectating. Part 3, locked and loaded. Pre-game preparation. Augments, customizing perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades. Augments provide a rich and innovative customization experience, allowing you to invest research between matches, unlocking augments for every perk, ammo mod, field upgrade in the game. Each perk, ammo mod, and field upgrade has research path accessed in the pre-game menus between matches. Revelations you make during your research allow you to unlock the true power of each item, which take the form as augments. A total of 6 augments per item, 3 minor, 3 major, are yours to uncover. A minor augment offers a limited time advantage to the item, usually during use. A minor augment offers a limited advantage to the item, usually during use. A major augment offers a substantial advantage to the behavior of the item, usually during use. From the 6 research augments, you can imbue 2 of them, 1 minor, 1 major, to each perk, ammo mod, and field upgrade. Augments are designed to create a deep progression path, as well as offering you the ability to delve into research that benefits your style of play, experimenting with all the available augments, learning how they interact with each other for perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades. And also, your fellow teammates are using their preferred setups, provides an incredible depth to the experience. Okay, so that's actually pretty interesting. So it seems like you're going to be able to add these, but also get rid of them if you don't want to use them, because you can change them out and stuff like that. That's a very interesting way to do that sort of system instead of just, permanent unlocks. Weapons and loadouts. Okay, so here we go into loadouts. It's going to be in this game regardless. Neutralizing the frothing undead requires more than harsh words and bravado. You're fortunate to be able to count an extensive armory from which to perfect your anti-zombie armaments. Before the battles begin, let's get to the gunsmith and find out more about perfecting your pre-game loadouts. Okay, stats and camos. Naturally, each of these loadout elements have zombies-related challenges and badges related to them, and the weapons have camos to grind for. This includes 4 highly desirable mastery camos in zombies. Keeping score. There's no need to manually tally on how many zombies each individual weapon, primary, melee, field upgrade, tactical, lethal, has eliminated. This menu keeps score. Okay. Creating and continuing to adapt your zombie culling arsenal is the key to in-game success, and the Black Ops 6 loadout system shares many features from Black Ops Cold War as well as a few important differences. Your main method of eliminating the undead consists of a primary weapon, your fist, until you find a second weapon in the match, and a dedicated melee weapon, either sharp or blunt, for the situation gets even messier, as an alternative to the melee strike with the butt of your gun. Primary weapons include, from any available assault rifle, SMG, shotgun, LMG, marksman rifle, sniper rifle, handgun, or launcher. Melee weapon, choose from the available melee armaments. Further improvements in in-game access. Weapons can be purchased with essence at wall buys with a higher rarity than your loadout weapon, or mystery boxes randomized with higher rarity. Dropped and swapped between teammates Improve with damage increasing rarity powers found at arsenal stations. Improve with different ammo mods found at arsenal stations. Improve significantly with damage, sometimes hidden effects, and additional ammunition reserves. The Pack-a-Punch Machine. Using the zombie build system found at the wall buy or mystery box as one of your personal weapon builds, provided you've saved the custom build and assigned it to be accessible to at a wall buy or mystery box. Interesting. In the loadout menu before a match. This will even implement the camo, charm, and stickers you've applied to your zombie build weapon. So it's kind of, that right there kind of works like weapon kits a little bit. Field upgrades. Each member of your squad is bringing a piece of specialized equipment known as field upgrades. Powerful device that offers chargeable, impressive elemental ability, followed by a cooldown period when the field upgrade recharges and is ready to be used again. You'll earn more charges simply by eliminated enemies, not with the passage of time. At launch, expect to choose a familiar field upgrade from past Zombies games. So Ether Shroud, Frenzy Guard, Healing Aura, Energy Mine, and Dark Flare, which is a new one. You regenerate a massive energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path. Further improvements. Field upgrades can be made even more powerful with the use of augments. Field upgrades cannot be dropped, but for now, the first time in Zombies, you can swap to different field upgrades at any time during a match using the in-game menu. That's not true, though. That was in Cold War. Note that your cooldown until reset upon switching to a different field upgrade. That was literally in Cold War. What do you mean? Field upgrade example, additional pieces of Dark Flare. With some promising mass takedowns during previous matches, you begin focusing on searching the Dark Flare field upgrade between matches and start to unlock the minor or major augments, adding yet more power and feature to this field upgrade. Once fully researched, you have the following 3 minor augments and 3 major augments to choose from. Before your next match, you simply choose 1 minor, 1 major augment, depending on your specific needs, and can swap between the other augments between matches. We went with these. Minor augment, Heavy Shadow. Zombies impacted by team are slowed. Major augment, Shadow Ball. The beam is replaced with a sphere that damages enemies as it travels and detonates at the end of the duration. Okay. Tactical's Lethal Support Equipment Crafting Table. Unlike Black Ops Cold War, you're facing down zombie hordes with the choice of tactical and lethal equipment they can bring into the infill with you. Tactical Equipment Crafting Table. It works just like Cold War. You can read that if you want to. This is such a long blog post. You can read that as well. There's a new blast trap, which is interesting. I'll read that. Planted explosive device detonates when enemies come near. Okay, interesting. Dropped by zombies. Yep. Okay, you can craft self revives and Arc CXD. A Sentry Turn and Mutant Injection. That's the new one right there. Temporarily transforms you into a mangler with the bells and whistles. New support, Mutant Injection. One of the support items you can craft is the Mutant Injection, which allows you to transform and temporarily wreak havoc as a mangler. Once you inject yourself with the serum, you grow additional 3 feet taller, become clad in plated armor, and you can throw your weight around with a vicious melee swipe, ranged mangler cannon attack, and a zombie killing barging sprint. With all some seriously impressive damage upgrades, your new form even allows blank. Gobblegums, custom packs. Crack your teeth as well as the skulls and the undead with a variety of custom gobblegum packs based on your stored reserves of this killer candy. Pick a single pack to bring with you, with each pack containing 5 single-use gobblegums that you've chosen to access during the match via a special refectionary machine that allows each gobblegum in your pack and spits out 1 randomly once you interact with it. Okay, so it kind of works like Black Ops 3 in that aspect. The gobblegums you can choose are based on the collection you have in your inventory. One of the ways to continuously keep your Gobblegum collection filled is by earning them in-game, see below. Gobblegums are single-use items and are permanently removed from your inventory once received in-game. Great. Gobblegum rarity. Gobblegums come in a variety of rarities. Rare, epic, legendary, ultra, whimsical. They brought back whimsical. Very nice. With the general rule that the higher the rarity, the more powerful the effect of the Gobblegum. Rare Gobblegum examples includes Shields Up, your armor is twice as strong for 3 minutes. And Killjoy spawns an insta-kill power-up. Epic Gobblegum include Free Fire, firing weapons consumes no ammo for the next 60 seconds, and Soda Fountain, the next perk purchase gives an additional random perk. That's a returning one from Black Ops 3. The Legendary Gobblegum includes Phoenix Up, revive all teammates, they keep their perks, and wall-to-wall clearance. Wall buys cost 10 essence. Phoenix Up comes back from Black Ops 3. Ultra Gobblegums include Perkaholic, gives the player all Perka-Colas in the map, and Wonder Bar, the next weapon from the mystery box will be a Wonder Weapon. That's awesome. Perkaholic once again returns from Black Ops 3. Whimsical Gobblegums include Newtonian Negation, zombie is killed, falls straight up for 3 minutes. Returns from Black Ops 3. Exceptions to this are Whimsical Gobblegums, of course, which, as the name suggests, provide effects that aren't focused on giving you an advantage, but instead grant a sometimes hilarious, always entertaining effect. An amuse-bouche, if you will. Alright, so we got another look at the Gobblegum machine. Chew until you die, and then that 90s cartoon. Mr. Peaks is only too happy to provide you with an in-game confectionery machine from which to extricate your gobstopper. Simply interact with it, no essence required. Okay, so it's free initially, and the gobblegum is randomly dropped, ready for pickup. The machine then cools down on a timer, or you'll be immediately reset on the next round. Grab the sweet, and then it's added into your inventory and HUD. You can store up to 3 unique gobblegums at once, and use 1, 2, or all 3 of them at once. Okay. This may very well add many new dimensions to combat, as these gobblegum effects interact with your fellow teammates and other augmentations and power-ups. Further improvements, gobblegum cannot be dropped or shared, but you can swap to a different gobblegum pack at any time during a match or during an in-game menu. Changing the pack will reset the randomized order of the new pack. I think that's an issue, in my opinion. New gobblegums are earnable in-game simply for playing. Expect to earn 1 or more random gobblegums every few rounds. Okay. You'll know when you've awarded a new gobblegum due to a reward sequence at the start of a subsequent round. Any unused gobblegums are kept between matches, and you won't lose them if you happen to disconnect from a match. Part 4. Into the fray, round-based systems. Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay systems, Perca-Colas. Then we have Quick Revive, Juggernog, Stamina Up, Elemental Pop, Deadshot Daiquiri, Speed Cola, PhD Slider, or PhD Flopper, and Melee Macchiato. So this essentially works just like every other Zombies game. There's also going to be your Wonder Fizz machine is in a dangerous location. Okay. Each time you purchase a new perk, the essence cost increases, and your perk collection displayed along the bottom of your HUD. It's a thing. Lasts as long as you do. If you're downed, expect to lose perks depending on how many you've obtained and how long you're down for. Just like BO4 in Cold War. All these perks essentially work just like Cold War. You can read that if you want to. But apparently with Speed Cola, you have to replate armor, which I don't know how that is going to work. Okay, so Melee Macchiato, though, you replace your weapon gun butt with a deadly punch that sends enemies flying, just like the Origins Wonder Fists. And here's an example of some augments they can use with Melee Macchiato. Minor augment, Hidden Impact, melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. Major augment, Vampirism, successful melee attacks heal for 25 health. So it kind of works like that one melee upgrade in Cold War. Before your next max, you can simply choose one minor, one major augment depending on your specific needs, and swap between other augments between matches. Ammo mods are now in the arsenal machine. Cost to access and now cost salvage. Okay, so you know how ammo mods work. At launch, expect access to the following returning ammo mods: Brain Rot, Cryo Freeze, Dead Wire, Napalm Burst. In addition, we have a new one called Shadow Rift. Shadow Rift bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole if striking normal and special enemies, warping nearby enemies away and dropping some from the air in high speed. That's what we saw in that trailer. Ammo mod examples, riffing the Shadow Rift. After some encouraging anomalies from the warp inflicted impressive damage to the stumbling hordes, research began the earnest on cultivating additional augments for this ammo mod. We ended up going with the following combo of augments. So the minor augment dropped zombies fall on other zombies. Major augment, explosive rain. Zombies that are dropped from all portals will explode on the contact with the ground. Interesting. Rampage Inducer for the first 20 rounds. It kind of works just like Cold War. You know how it works. We have ground loot. We got salvage, armor plates, tacticals, lethals, support equipment, ammo mods. Ammo mods now fall, apparently. They work just like Cold War, so you know how that works. Ammo caches, not surprising. This is exactly the same as Cold War, so I'm gonna skip over that. Now, tactical rafts. And this is interesting. So you can use this to essentially explore different islands of the map. Designed and constructed by Project Janus scientists, Terminus features boat delivery portals, allowing for on-demand transportation around the vicinity of the main island, usually on a well-utilized dock or pier. As swimming in choppy waters of the ocean under current circumstances is possible but not advised, the tactical raft is the fastest way to reach the outer islands and abandoned shipwreck as further discoveries are made. This map seems to be absolutely insane when it comes to like things to actually explore. I like that a lot. But apparently you can swim, but it's not advised. Interesting. Trials. Okay, so this is the new Trials machine, apparently. Okay, phasing in and out of reality across the map are odd, intriguing terminal, which intermittently allows you to complete special objective trials with enough essence. You can activate the terminal unit in a BM short challenge. This could involve holding a specific zone, dispatching enemies, skillful manner, other things. It works just like Cold War in that regard. The computer is then beamed out of existence, only to periodically return for further trials to be completed. It works pretty similar to Cold War, but apparently it goes away after a little while. Okay, now power-ups. This is kind of concerning, and I kind of expected this. But we have the insta-kill, double points, max ammo, nuke, bonus points, full power. But it seems like Carpenter has been phased out. So now we have max armor. Carpenters are gone. Oh, man. That's, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know how all these all these things work. So you can read that if you want to, but carpenters are gone. That means barriers are gone. Which, I know that in certain maps they were kind of being phased out a little bit, but that's kind of like a core thing of zombies, and the fact that it's not in the game, that's an issue. That's just my opinion. Okay, and then we have frost, fire, electric, toxic, and shadow. These are different like sort of elements that are going to be in the game, so you can read that if you want to. Weapon rarity, just like Cold War, so uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. You can read that if you want to. It works just like Cold War. Wall buys, they change rarity value. As you can see, that's uncommon. That works just like any other zombies game. Then wall buys, we have armor. So armor is now a wall buy, which I think that's a better way to implement that. It makes it feel more interesting, I guess. So just like Cold War, it seems like. So it gives you level 2 armor and level 3 armor, unless level 1 armor is already dropped on the ground, which it seems like that's the case. Mystery boxes works just like how you expect, so you can read all that if you want to. It's not surprising. This stuff, if you played zombies, you know what's going on. Pack-a-Punch, the knuckle crack doesn't really seem to be back. It works just like MWZ, so it's like instantaneous, which is better than nothing. But this is iconic, but it's gone. So there's that, and then all that stuff, yep. Okay, so Wonder Weapons. This is the Beam Smasher. Visually, the Beam Smasher is comparable in size and shape to a light machine gun and features a single barrel emitting supercharged, incredibly damaging etheric beam. Set around the barrel are resonator focus flaps that direct the energy created by the weapon. The weapon is reloaded by swapping out the side-mounted DAP canister. So it has a couple firing modes. This fires a solid beam of etheric energy, causing organic matter to break down at the molecular level. This occurs almost instantly, and enemies appear to explode in a cloud of vaporized innards. Further testing is needed, but it appears that the longer the weapon fires, the more ungainly it becomes to move. Secondary focus sound waves cause the molecules of multiple enemy targets to vibrate at alarmingly fast rates. Targets are wrecked with pulsing head trauma that incapacitates them by slowing the target rather than damaging. Entities in this state become much more easily damaged by both primary firing mode and the conventional firepower. This weapon may experience energy venting as excess pressure builds up during the expenditure of an ammunition tube. Automatic reloading occurs in a small blast radius and appears to knock down enemies within its vicinity. The weapon also appears to be able to be pack-a-punched 3 times. Okay. With increased blank, not to mention blank. Alright, so we got some new enemies. Let's check this out. Got bipedal shamblers, which is just typical zombies, I guess you could say. And we have the hazmat zombies and some heavy zombies as well. The armored zombies, which returns from Cold War, so they take a little bit more damage because of their armor. They take reduced damage from projectiles and explosive as well. Yeah, so there's that. Heavy zombies, they're returning, and they take more damage to be killed. Vermin. Vermin are large, spider-like ravenous scuttlers with a central thorax that seems to take a form of a screaming human head. Relatively weak individually, they become more dangerous in packs, and sometimes appear after detaching from a fallen zombie host. In the spray of blood, the head and some of the internal organs will rip free the skin and sprout legs. Keep your head on a swivel, lest you drop in, vermin sprint, and jump to inflict damage. Mouth wide open with a wet growl. They're also been known to spit a caustic substance, but this is the least of your worries. Vermin are also the potential to evolve into another form, emitting gas, elongating their skull, thorax, and changing into an airborne terror. The parasite. Parasites, just like Black Ops 3, so they fly around and then shoot at you. Yep, with the acid bile projectiles, just like shadows. Mangler works as you expect. It's a mangler. Then we have the Amalgrams. Zenith at the body horror aesthetic, the Amalgam is a form of fleshly deviancy that until now has defined explanation. Roughly over 8 feet in height and retaining a general humanoid mass, this appears, to put this politely, to be combined DNA of multiple individuals. It is multiple appendages, including heads, all growing from seemingly random locations. There are limbs in places there shouldn't be. Nothing about this heresy of nature is quite right. Amalgrams appear to be violent masses of flesh and sinew, emitting bellows from multiple heads. Up to 10 arms, 5 legs have been counted, and they seem to regenerate limbs previously shot off. They mainly try to absorb you and other zombies by stretching a cluster of limbs to a tendril to pull the victim to a maul-like chest captivity. Though not witness, it is theorized that should an Amalgam be killed, it will simultaneously lose cohesion, exploding to sprays of blood, entrails, and innards. Okay. So we have some interesting things here. I just want to say this. I'm going to ignore this because you know how high rounds work. You can read that if you want to. Players should expect a higher level of difficulty in general when it comes to high round play, as Treyarch has limited this number of self-revive purchases to 3 per match. coupled with the risk versus reward nature of augments, rather than relying on 5 tiers of permanent weapon skill upgrades in Black Ops Cold War, for example. The player will need to make some tough choices to plan for their survival compared to most recent zombies experiences. Thank you, Treyarch. Thank you. A simple change like that comes a big way. Like I said, even if I may disagree with things like loadouts and stuff like that, if they're gonna make zombies more challenging, I'll be happy with that. And it seems like that's what they're doing. Terminus, a living world of terror and traps. Expect each zombies map to come with ambient encounters specific to the environment. Explore Terminus, and you'll encounter vast vestiges of Project Janus security forces being pounced on and ravaged to death as the entire base is lost to the zombie outbreak. Body bags twitch on gurneys, bloated corpses suspended in a moloch fluid twitch and peer out at you from large experimentation vats. Tentacle traps, saw it in the trailer, kind of just comes in and starts like grabbing zombies and bringing it up to them, basically eats them. We had the void cannon trap, shoots out an ether beam, then sucks up the zombies as well. You can read that if you want to. It kind of works as expected. The tentacle, interesting, where there's smoke there's fire, or in this case, there's an alarming, choking, lightning imbued cloud of toxic smog. There's a monstrously sized, writhing tendril intent of comprising tactical rafts. This worm-like crime against nature appears possessed by a proto-intelligence of sorts, spitting out a billowing spray of noxious vapors from its hideous, splayed maw, before quickly retreating beneath the waves. Venture off the main island or into water at your own risk. Anyway, so then Call of Duty Next is on August 28th. You can read all this if you want to. You get this Reflect 115 camo and some rewards for MWZ, and you can read all this if you want to. There you go. So yeah, there's a lot to take in, that's for sure. And it seems like a lot of things in particular were listened to, particularly when it comes to just overall difficulty. It seems like they're trying to put a little bit more emphasis on the challenge this year, even though they still have things like loadouts and things like that. But it doesn't seem like they're doing any of the tier stuff that they did before, and they're more so focusing on some other new things. So they're limiting self-revives to 3 as well. That's a big thing. But a lot of concerns that I have in particular is how exactly is the point system going to work, because they don't really go into detail on how that's going to work. And why is Carpenter gone? Why are there no barriers in zombies anymore? I should have known from Vanguard that was something that they were going to do. I don't know why they did that. It just doesn't make any sense to me personally, because even though it didn't really serve much of a purpose, it kind of just gave you that little extra amount of points here or there. You know, they served their purpose for what they were doing, but it seems like Treyarch decided to phase them out. So yeah, I'm gonna link all this down in the description for you guys to read. There's some good stuff in here, particularly the HUD as well. The fact you can turn off the minimap and all that stuff, that's great. And the fact that you have the original Legacy style, that's great. I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that loadouts are now just a particular part of zombies. And like I said, I'm gonna try to enjoy this game this year, regardless of my issues with modern zombies, but I don't want to be a complete negative Nancy. I think there's some good stuff here. So hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you want to see some other stuff on this channel, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.